You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for... You'd best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had here.
Fancy a look at my wares? Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Not buying?
Fancy a look at my wares? Business could be better, but I'm scraping by. Always a pleasure. Fancy a look at my wares?
Happiness is a full schedule. This is the inn. Of course. Nothing's free in this world. I shan't let circumstance dictate my prices. Glad to be of service, sir.
Here's a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Greetings. I trust you are enjoying yours, so if you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily, for 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skill to begin with. Those, of course, you are, which is to say, you have. Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont. And in response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen. Those who deal in information must ne'er align them. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care. You, sir, are worthy. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will.
Now we should be able to transport ourselves here at any time, so long as we've a ferry stone with us.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Look as long as you please.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be...
Always a pleasure.
Congratulations, Arisen.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should... Be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure. Welcome.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
Could use a little fun to write.
We have arrived.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
We have achieved our objective. Indeed, you've culled more than your fair share of monsters. I expect tales of your valor will soon be told in taverns.
Not a...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deezer's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Here, if you please.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's... Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deezer demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, but as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? If that is your judgment, Your Majesty.
Right, just follow me.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your... Have you reconsidered the matter of invest... Should you infiltrate one of the... As the true sovereign? What say you, your majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here. This should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Could you come over here?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. While examining the palace ledger for some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would... This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crownflowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermund. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering...
I don't know about you, Master, but word of a curious village. Does more to spark my interest than deter it.
This isn't much to go on. I've got the sharpest ears in town. Their wins.
No one can stand me here.
I'd sooner stay out of that, where it's possible.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
If it were up to me, a nice place for a picnic.
Go find a tavern for a drink. Oh dear. What am I to do?
Onward to Vernworth Castle.
Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map.
Follow me.
This is my favorite place in all the town.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Greetings. You seek guidance. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words guide you true. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you. Having trouble keeping up? No matter. I shall wait for you as long as it takes. Here, if you please.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite... the hour. You know where to find the solution eludes me. But I'm certain there is one.
Nice place, this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
Look as long as you think.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Batal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
Shall we seek some answers?
It's clear you're not interested in arriving at our destination, so I'll hold off on guiding us there for now.
The Arisen is capricious indeed, but don't despair. We shall count upon your guidance when the time comes. So, we finally arrived.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me! Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
This armor's seen better days.
All seems well here, but you can ne'er be sure.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, your grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
What's going on?
I cannot afford another night of cavorting.
It is a bit early for a rest as yet. I suppose.
Terrible. Not at the expense of my duty. Dull days for us are a sign of the heavy purse. I'd kip just about anywhere.
All my peers seem so much more capable.
What is practice?
Tell me, sir, what young shoulders and quiet.
Dull days for us are a sign of
Perchance you've heard. The coronation.
Feast your eyes on a sight most entrancing.
You're welcome to toss a cup.
I warn you.
I've things to...
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
Captain will have my head if I see
Would
him
that all my days were so tranquil.
done by dusk.
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
When does my watch end? I've only forgotten.
I'm sure.
I would fain aid you if you are... I'm just
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
When does my watch end?
Oh, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
It seems you must attend a palace masquerade, if you're to meet the one who would falsely claim your title. 'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
There is much we ought to tend to. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep it.
There is much we ought to tend to. if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the... Mayhap you'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attended a palace...
Follow me then, unless you doubt my sense of direction.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
I'm all for camping, but solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And hours for a full week, at no charge. What a steal.
'Tis as you say.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day. 'Twas just as daunting to battle Cyclope.
Are we to depart at this hour? I cannot see why we should choose to stumble around in the dark.